Hey everyone. Um, so in this video, I thought I'd talk about my second ever classical game. Um, I posted a video yesterday talking about like the first classical game I ever played, which was at the 2024 Sydney Chess Championships. Um, my first game I drew. This one I drew with black my first game. This one I'm playing as white against Rudranch Marugu, who's 1624. He was like a youngish kid, maybe 11 or 12. And yeah, the whole game he was like playing really quickly, so that kind of threw me. But anyway, let's have a look at the game. So I played e4 with white. He played e6, and we went into a French. Um, so I play the exchange. I definitely like at this time, I didn't feel that comfortable in the French. I mean, I still don't really to some extent. Yeah, I play the exchange and just try and develop my pieces. I don't think I know the ideas too well. Um, I played knight f3, knight f6, um, h3. Doesn't look terrible, but maybe a little slow. Not sure. He played bishop d6. I played bishop d3, and we both castle. Um, yeah, okay. And then he played c6, and I played bishop g5. And this pin looks kind of nice for me, I think. Um, I think my idea was, oh yeah, was to get a knight to e5 and ideally have my rook on e1 and maybe bring the other knight to f3. Um, yeah, and then as long as this pin is still there, like if he takes my knight, I can take back with the pawn and sort of win a knight. So it's actually quite hard for him to take this knight. Um, yeah, I think that was the idea. I don't remember this game too well, but um, as far as I remember, that's what I was going for. He played bishop e6. I did get the knight to e5, and now he can't take, because I'd take back with the pawn, and then the knight is pinned. Um, so he played knight b to d7, further attacking this knight. Um, but yeah, so now I play rook e1, um, just to add further support bit to my knight, I suppose, which was under attack twice, so I want to defend it twice. Um, he plays rook e8. Um, yeah, and for some reason I took the knights here. Um, it doesn't look like the best move to me now. I mean, I think there's no reason why I should be um, making this trade or instigating this trade. I think if I want this trade, I want him to be taking me. So I mean, I think knight d2 looks a bit better to me now, but yeah, could be missing something. Um, but he took back with the queen, which definitely seems strange to me now, because now I can take the knight and double his pawns. Um, but yeah, it got a little bit complicated. I mean, I played queen h5, which doesn't look too great to me now. He played bishop f5, which is a bit of a tricky move. I guess it opens up a discovery. Whoops. A discovery against my rook. Um, so I saw that that was being attacked. I defended it with my other rook by developing my knight. Um, and I guess now he has the option of taking my bishop, which would double my pawns. Um, so that's something to consider. I'm not sure why he didn't do that actually, but he played bishop g6, attacking my queen. I moved my queen. He played king g7. Um, I played rook e3, which I don't think is a great move. My idea was to double up my rooks on the e file, but yeah, I guess he can take my rook, and my idea was to take back with the pawn so that I can try get this rook to the f file and put pressure on the f6 pawn. But yeah, it got a little bit complicated here. He played bishop b4. And I don't know, there's quite a bit going on here. I think so. My knight's under attack. The bishops stare at each other. If I play c3, then this bishop hangs, and yes, I'd win back his bishop, but you know, now I've got double b pawns. Yeah, so I don't know. I remember looking at the computer move earlier, and I think it wanted knight f1 just to not um, just to get out of the attack of the bishop, and it doesn't mind this trade, this doubling of pawns trade. But yeah, for some reason I was scared of doubling my pawns. I'd rather undouble his pawns, which is what I did. And now I play c3. Yeah, so I don't know. Probably not the best sequence of moves there, but it doesn't look terrible to me now, at least. I bring my rook to f1, attacking the f6 pawn. He defends it. Now I play e4. Yeah, I guess the idea is like if he takes it, I can take back with the knight, and that's further pressure to this pawn, attacking his bishop as well. Yeah, he plays bishop. He plays rook f8. Um, and I take on d5, and now he's got this isolated pawn. Okay, looks reasonable to me. I mean, I was able to create an isolated pawn for him. That's probably going to be a weakness. Yeah, I guess if I take this pawn, he's got check and winning my knight. So I can't take this pawn just yet. I play queen f2. He doubles up on the e file. I play knight f3. And he plays bishop f4, which threatens bishop e3. Okay, and I just play king h1 to get out of that threat. He plays queen e2, and I think at this point I was feeling in a little bit of trouble. You know, he was also playing very quickly, as I said, which was kind of stressing me. I think I was almost getting low on time, and he'd like barely used any time. So, yeah, I mean, here I don't want to take his queen because then he takes back with the rook, and these pawns are just, you know, sitting ducks, really. Yeah, I prefer it if he takes my queen so that I can take back with the rook and at least like defend this this 7th rank or this 2nd rank. So I play a move here which looks quite good to me, although I don't know what the engine would say, but it's knight g1. And it sort of encourages him to make this trade, because I'm also hitting his bishop. So if he just moves the queen back, then I take the bishop. So we do trade queens on the 2nd rank. He plays bishop g3, but now I can have this rook e2 move, which sort of seems like it's holding things together. And once we trade, okay, he plays bishop f2. I mean, still, I think my positions, I think he's got a better position, perhaps. But this looks much more manageable for me. This pawn is weak. And yeah, this bishop's sort of controlling my king's escape squares, but I think at some point I'll play g4 and just walk my king. So I play knight f4, going after this pawn. And yeah, it actually can't be defended. So he plays bishop e3 and I take the pawn, and then he plays bishop c1. Yeah, and now I'm up a pawn. I'm up a pawn and I've got to pass d pawn. Okay, he attacks my b2 pawn, I move it. He plays he plays bishop b2, which attacks my c3 pawn. And yeah, this is a bit of an interesting position too, because my knight defends this pawn for now. But his king is definitely closer to my knight than my king is. So if his king is able to dislodge my knight, I'm going to lose this pawn, or maybe I'll have to play, you know, c4 at some time and lose the d4 pawn. But I actually managed to hold on to all of these pawns. So either he misplayed something, or he actually can't win one of these two pawns. So I'll show you how that went. I played g4. He played king f7. I played king g2. And now he played king e6, attacking my knight. You know, and it looks like I have to move my knight somewhere, which would be a check, but then afterwards I'm going to lose the c3 pawn. But actually, I can play knight f4 check, he moves, and then play like knight e2, and that defends this pawn. So yeah, that sort of maneuver like really worked in my favor, which was really crucial, I think, for me to hold an advantage here. He played b5, I played king f3. He played g5, I played king e4. He played a5, and I played king d3. And now I was feeling a lot more comfortable. Like my king feels in a really good spot. My knight, you know, can go to the f5 square. My pawns are mostly on light squares, which sort of neutralizes his bishop, except these two, but they're very well defended, and they're going to make it to light squares soon. He played bishop a3, I played knight g3, king e6, and knight f5. Yeah, now I really felt, I think, like this was winning. I think he made it a bit easy-ish for me at one point here. He played bishop c1. Okay, I finally play c4 to break through. Takes, takes. Now I've got two connected pass pawns. He played h5. Again, not using much time at all. I think he should have spent a bit more time in some of these positions. Although at this point I think it's already lost for him. But now I've got this knight g7 check. And now I can win the h5 pawn. He plays king g6. I just remaneuver my knight back to its favorite f5 square. Yeah, and now I really just push the pawns. d5, his king can't do very much. His bishop's stuck. All of these pieces are on light squares. I get my king active, give him a check, another check, because this pawn is defended. He's got to go back, and this, yeah, it's pretty trivial from here, but yeah, for some reason I give up my knight, but he's not resigning here, so I just have to, he forces me to checkmate him. Yeah, f2, I mean, I just take it, just to prevent him getting a queen, but then yeah, I get the checkmate um, with Queen G7. So that was a really great to get that win. I felt like big time under pressure on the clock. Um, I felt under pressure in the game as well. Like I think, you know, somewhere around here, I felt like I was sort of getting in a bit of trouble. Um, but then once everything got traded and I won this pawn, um, and I had this like knight f4, knight e2 resource that felt like I could win the game now, activate my king. So yeah, um, that was my second game. I got my first win in a classical time format, um, and yeah, that was a good feeling. I think it also finished kind of late, if I remember. Like this was the second game on that first day, so I was a bit tired and happy to get the win. But yeah, so first two rounds, I'm on 1.5 out of 2, and definitely pretty happy. But yeah, so thanks for watching, and yeah, please give it a like if you like this video. So I'll see you next time. Thanks.